Hello, my name is Katie Norris, certified financial planner and licensed tax consultant. And in this video, we're going to be doing walkthrough of Turbotax. Let's get going. First, let's go to Google and type in Turbotax. That will be the official website for the company. To see all pricing options, you will have to scroll to the bottom of the page. On the official web page, you will see you have two options. You can start full service, file on your own. If you don't have an account with Intuit, you'll have to go to upper right corner, click sign in, and create an account. I already created my account. Once you sign in, you will see the following page. They will ask you multiple questions to help you decide which option would you like to choose. Tell us a bit about you and your taxes. This will help Turbotax make sure that your specific tax situation is covered. Say we have W-2, I pay rent, and continue. How comfortable do you feel doing your own taxes? Well, we'll say I'm comfortable doing it on my own. Continue. Based on your answer, this is the right pricing and level of help for you. As you see, do-it-yourself option, set 0 with asterisk, set state included. But to see if you qualify for free filing, you have to click here, see if you qualify. And it will give you additional details. Great, we'll file for free. And you will need to complete your personal information. I'll go to my computer screen and continue from there. First, we'll need to complete our personal information. First and last name, date of birth, and hit continue. Next, they will ask the following question. How did you do your taxes last year? So did you use TurboTax, any other software, accountant, tax services like H&R Block, or other? Say we used other tax software. How are you feeling about doing your taxes? Say good. Continue. You can import your 1040, upload it from your computer, or just completely skip that step. This is for 1040 from a prior year, of course. We'll just click skip. Tell us about your year. What was your marital status on December 31st of 22? Or single? Any of these apply in 2022. Children dependents, college student and family, own a home, paid rent, or retired. So none of those. Did you have any of these things in 22? W-2 job, 1099K, income from cryptocurrency if you had any, for example. Expenses for college, vehicle registration fees, bank accounts, gambling. We had a W-2 job. Quick tip, if you're an independent contractor or work for yourself, the work that you do may be similar to what an employee does with the regular W-2 job, but you should receive an earnings statement, a Form 1099 NEC, non-employee compensation, rather than W-2. For that, you will need to complete Schedule C. We're doing W-2 and click continue. We'll need to complete your income. We'll see your adjusted gross income after that. Then they will help us identify any possible deductions in our case. Now, if you choose to sign this consent form, we'll simplify your offers to what fits your need, which means you'll see fewer offers overall. I will say we'll decline. Okay, we need a few more details about you. Let's go. They want our social security number. Occupation, manager. I'm a member or former member of the U.S. Armed Forces. No. State of residence on December 31st of 22, California. I lived in another state in 2022. No. If you moved during 2022 or maybe work for two different companies located in two different states, you will need probably to file dual state returns. Another taxpayer can claim me as a dependent on a tax return. No. I was considered legally blind as of December 31st of 22. No. I am preparing this return for Joy who passed away. No. I want to change the language the IRS uses to send me the written communication. No. Continue. We already determined that our filing status was single. If you're not sure regarding your marital status, you can click here, which marital status is the right choice for me, and you will be able to determine your marital status through a series of questions. Do you have children or support another person? No. Enter your mailing address. State, California. Our zip code. Click continue. Stay informed with SMS updates. They want you to add your mobile phone number so you can get updates, reminders through text messages. We're not going to do that. Did you make money in another state? No, I didn't. Now we're getting an offer to feel confident about our taxes all year long. With that plus, you will get option where you pay with refund for free, audit defense, identity protection insurance, one-on-one specialist support, personalized tax tips, easy online amendment, and my documents to store your documents. And they're saying it's only $29. We click not now. Maybe some of you would like to get it. So finally, we got to the income level. Work on my W-2. I don't have one, and skip for now. We have our W-2. Let's pull up our W-2. They ask us about your employer ID number. Continue. It said, great news, we can import your W-2 info automatically, but not in all cases, so we're not going to do that. It says, change now, I enter my form. Type it in myself. Box C will be your employer name. It is US address. Control number. This is optional. You don't have to worry about it in this case. Continue. Now we'll include your earnings on your W-2. Box 1. Box 1 will show your total taxable income paid by your employer, including any wages, salary, tips, bonuses, and any other taxable compensation. It's all together. Box 2 will show the total amount of federal income taxes withheld by your employer on your behalf. That is $6,200 in our case. Box 3 is Social Security wages. Social Security tax withheld. Box 4. Box 5, Medicare wages and tips. I would like to mention the amounts in boxes 3 for Social Security wages and box 5 for Medicare wages and tips might be different from the amount shown in box 1 for your gross wages. And this often happens where you defer your income as with contributions to like 401k or other similar plans. Box 6 will be our Medicare tax. Less common items, and they are less common items, boxes 7 through 14. So box 7 will show how much you reported in tips, and box 8 will show how much money your employer allocated to you in tips. 10, if your employer provided or paid for dependent care benefits, you will have the amount in box 10. We don't have any. Box 11, non-qualified plans. If you received certain deferred compensation from your employer from non-qualified plans, you will have information in box 11. We don't have any. Boxes 12A through 12D. If you receive any other types of compensation or reductions to your taxable income, these all will be reported in box 12 series. they all will have certain codes. You will have single letter codes, double letter codes. We have letter D. That's elective deferral to 401k. And that was $1,500. If you need another one, add another box. And the second, we have DD, which is a cost of employer-sponsored health coverage. We have $870. If you have more boxes completed in box 12 series, you just add boxes. Box 13 has 3 different items in here. You have statutory employee retirement plan, third-party sick pay. In our example, we have retirement plan. In my experience, I don't see very many statutory employee boxes. Very often you will have retirement box checked in here. Next, box 14 and supplemental statement. If you have other tax information that does not fit into the other boxes on your W-2, your employer may use box 14 to report these items. You will have their items such as state disability insurance, taxes withheld, union dues, uniform payments, health insurance premiums deducted, and other items similar to that. We have California state disability insurance, and the amount is $560. You can click add another box 14 if you have more than one item in series of box 14. Next, state taxes. Those are boxes 15 through 17. If you live in the state without state income tax, these boxes will be empty for you. Otherwise, you will need to put employer state ID. Wages, in our example, it's the same amount. It could be the same amount as in box 1, or it could be different. If you move during the year, you might have 2 different states in your box 16 and 17 because your income will be allocated to 2 different states. Box 17 is your state income tax, and it's $1,600 in our case. Local taxes. That will be boxes 18 through 20. If they're empty on your W-2, like in our example, you just let it be, you move on, click continue. Let's double check your state and local taxes. They said that they noticed that boxes 15 and 20 are missing some info. Again, if your state doesn't have income tax, or if your W-2 doesn't have any numbers in the local taxes section, it's okay. Just leave it blank and move on. We missed state of California here. Good catch for the software. And continue. Let's check for uncommon situations. Non-standard W-2. So if it looks strange, handwritten, that will be the one box to check. W-2 was corrected. You didn't get a W-2. Unreported tips, paid family leave, non-qualified pension plans, not on your W-2, non-taxable Medicaid waiver payments. You worked outside of the United States, religious employment, employed by foreign government or international organizations, inmate or lived in halfway house. None of these apply to me. We click none of these apply to me and continue. So we have our summary for your W-2. You can jump to edit if you need to correct some information. You can also click on add another W-2 and add a second W-2 if you have one, or maybe third one. Let's find other income we may have missed. So that's all that you might be missing in 2022. Did you make any money from interest? That will be interest from savings accounts, personal loans, certificates of deposits, or treasury bonds. You might have a Form 1099 IAT if you made more than $10. I believe we have one. We click yes. Did you withdraw money from retirement plan? No. Did you get a Form 1099K for digital payments? You may have to report them. For example, maybe you received one from eBay or Poshmark. Not for here. Did you own or control a foreign bank account, trust, or financial assets in 2022? We say no and continue. We see here we have 1099 INT investment and savings pop up because we answered that we have 1099 income, interest income from a bank. Start here. Did you have investment income in 2022? That can include interest earned, dividends, sale of stock bonds, crypto sales, exchanges or currency use, other sales of land, second home. Interest earned, yes. You'll have the option to import your tax info. We don't want to do that. We enter it by hand like we did it with W-2. You will see an option, 1099 INT, dividends, stocks, bonds, mutual fund, cryptocurrency, and other. We have interest income. You can bring it over from your bank, upload it from your computer, or type it in myself. This is our 1099 INT. Receive it. The name of your financial institution. Interest, that will be your interest. Box 1, $352. If you'll have interest on U.S. saving bonds and treasury obligations, that will be box 3. We don't have any of that. And it said my form has info in other boxes. This is uncommon. It is uncommon, but you might have it. If you do have information in boxes right here, like taxes, interest, market discount, bond premium, you have to check that box and do additional work. Do any of these uncommon situations apply to you? I need to adjust the interest reported on my form. My state doesn't tax all the interest, and none of these apply. Your investments and savings. Looks good. Great, we've got your income information. Everything looks good. We're done with our income. You will see your upcoming refund of $1,029. Did you take a disaster distribution at any time between 2018 and 2020? I see a lot of these in my private practice. So if you did take a distribution at any time, you will need to complete additional tax forms. No? Did you have a financial stake in digital asset? The IRS expanded this question for this tax year. So even if you exchanged it or gifted, you have to click yes. We didn't have any in our situation. We just click no and continue. Time to find all those tax breaks. What the system will do at this point will take you through a series of questions to determine if itemized deductions will be higher than your standard deduction. Because standard deduction was drastically increased a few years ago, majority of people use standard deduction. They don't have enough itemized deductions amount-wise to actually be higher in amount than standard deduction. If you're absolutely sure that you're using a standard deduction, you can just continue with standard. If you're not sure, help me decide, and you'll go through a series of questions. Continue with standard deduction. Let's find other tax breaks that might apply. Did you make a payments on student loan? No. Did you contribute to traditional IRA or Roth IRA? No. If you don't have traditional IRA account or Roth IRA account, it's a good idea to open one. Did you have an HSA account, health savings account? No. Did you make any estimated tax payments? These are also referred to as quarterly payments. No. Did you have college or university expenses? That will be your 1098-T for tuition fees and books. No. Did you pay foreign taxes or have a foreign tax credit carryover? Very uncommon for a lot of people. No. Great, we've got your tax breaks covered. So it shows our standard deductions of $12,950. That's for our tax filing status. We're single in our example. Done with tax breaks. Great, continue. So now they want to check on common situations. We didn't have any nannies. Do you want to apply your refund to the next year return? No, I don't. Do you want to designate $3 to the Presidential Campaign Fund? Nope. Did you experience identity theft and receive an identity protection PIN from the IRS? No. If you have one, you have to put the identity protection PIN information on your tax return. Otherwise, you'll not be able to e-file. That's all. They want to confirm your social security number, date of birth. Looking good, and move on. They want to review our tax information. Okay. Next up, state taxes. This part will be much quicker because they carry over the federal information into your state. They will carry over your personal information, income to your state return. It's at mostly done. About your 2021 tax filing. Did you file 2021 California return? Yes. Did you file with a different last name? No. Your principal residence information. Is it the same address? Yes. And county, let's say we're Alameda County. Need to make electronic payments based on a prior year. California requires electronic payments of taxes if you made an estimated tax payment over $20,000 for a taxable year, beginning on or after January 1st, 2009, or filed an original return with tax liability over $80,000 for a taxable year beginning on or after January 1st, 2009. We'll say no. Do you have a dependent you didn't claim on your federal return? No. Did you have health insurance coverage in 2022? I did, through our employer. Were you enrolled in any other less common plans in 22? No. Continue. That's all we need on your 2022 coverage. Enter grant allocation received pursuant to the California Venues Grant Program. We don't have any. No COVID-19 relief grants. Continue. California federal itemized deductions, none. Here's the income that California handles differently. You will see here list of income. I'm not going to details on this one because you guys all live in different states. Done with adjustments. On tax out-of-state purchases, we don't have any. About California's alternative minimum tax, we'll skip AMT. Let's check for ways to save you money in California. Let's take a look at California credits and taxes. We know that California earned income tax credit and renter's credit doesn't apply in our situation. We make too much money for our current tax filing status. Donate to California's special fund. Registered to vote. We say already registered. A few things before we wrap up your state taxes. So you'll go through list of additional situations, other forms, done. Final double check on your California taxes, general information, income adjustments, credits and taxes, and other situations. You can read more and jump to edit if you want to work on it. Congratulations, we reviewed your California return and everything looks good. Great. Status of your state returns. If you lived in another state, worked in another state, you have filing requirements for any other state. You can add another state and work on your additional state or states. Done, we just had California. Our situation is simple. Let's get your return ready to file. Finally. Time to send off your finished taxes, ready to file. Continue. You will see your final numbers, your federal refund, your California state refund. Your tax is done right, guaranteed. So they guarantee you 100% accuracy. They maximize your state refund. Got you all tax breaks. And they trying to bump you up to that plus help and support option that we talked about earlier. Not now, we'll continue with their free edition. Just 3 more steps and we'll file your tax returns. Review your order, your refund information, get ready to save and file your tax returns. Okay, that's our total refunds. We'll show you what you'll get with TurboTax Free Edition, also for California return. And it's a total 2 items, free plus applicable sales tax. You can add additional services like Will Builder for $39. Billing information, terms and conditions, place order, your order is complete. Continue. Get your refund up to 5 days early when you deposit your refund into a checking account with Credit Karma Money. If you're interested, you can choose that option or just prefer a paper check. Paper check. They hide it from us. Here's where your federal and state refunds will be mailed. I'll show you address. One more step. Let's get ready to file. You will have two options. You will have file by mail. You will be able to download your tax return and mail it. Or the second option, you can e-file. I highly recommend e-filing because it's quick, easy, and you'll get your refund faster. If you would like to do it the old-fashioned way and file by mail, you basically download your tax return and mail it.
That's it. That's the end of our tutorial walkthrough. Thank you for staying to the end, and happy tax season.